Can I say how much I love Nine of Cups, actually?
Oh, wonderful.
Especially I spent a lot of time in Los Angeles. Beautiful to look at that. But really, I wonder first what it meant to you to work with somebody like Terence, really.
I'm very fond of Terry, and we worked together on the New World, back in 2004, I think it was, and we always stayed in touch since then. He's a wonderful man, and great conversations with him, and I just always enjoyed his company, and we'd always talked about making something else together. And then he came to me with this one and said, "All right, Christian, I'll give you a character description, but that's it. That's all you're ever going to get. You'll never know what's going to happen each and every day on the set. Any scene, you'll have no idea. I'll just throw things at you, and you've got to respond. I love filmmakers who he's just incredibly strongly unique and on his own quest in the way that the character is.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way I describe it as well.
Yeah.
What kind of freedom does it offer you as an actor when I think of all the big movies you've done and the rigidity of those sets, no matter how good those films are, the fluidity of working with somebody like Malick?
It's great to have no marks. I can talk if I want to. I can be completely silent if I want to. It's all okay. It's that. See what happens. And always the call on the set would always be, is everyone ready? And everyone would go, no. And Terry would go, great, let's go. And so it became like the mantra of let's start before we're ready. Yeah. Which was great for, being surprised and having no idea. But essentially, knowing, all right, he's a character who's achieved this success that he dreamed would bring him fulfillment, and he's seeing the peak, but he's saying to himself, there's something missing here, and he's really bored of listening to himself, and so he's a listener, he's an observer, and a listener more than a talker. On the days when I would just get bored of being quiet and I would start talking a lot, Terry would afterwards usually, he used some of it, but usually just say to me, yeah, we don't need to talk much, anymore. But very totally different style of filming than anything that I've done before.
Completely different. And I think when I watch a Terence Malick film, I'm always thinking of the people in my life that I have loved or do love. And I wonder if that does the same for you as well, because you're acting in it.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's a very, very unique man, and has the courage to do things in an unconventional manner, and yeah, definitely, it doesn't really matter whether for instance, in Night of Cups, Los Angeles at all, or the world in which my character lives in. I feel that there's just an essence of humanity that you can't help but relate to, if you allow yourself to, if you allow yourself to be hypnotized by his films. And I liken his approach now with sort of, not having a completely formed script and more sort of seeing what happens, to the experience more of music and how much that means to me, but how much I don't really want to know what the musicians meant. It means something to me, whether that's different, to what they intended or not. It becomes very significant to me in my life, and also literature. Where very much you're making your own film. To me, he comes very close to being able to make a film where you actually feel like you are creating it yourself as a viewer, rather than just having it imposed on you. And that's a very strange, unusual feeling to get as an audience member.